some more gas in it. I think you can only have about 80 shots out of that. That's a slug inside another slug. And what's coming up? 1, 2, and then maybe 1 to the left. I'm going to change that target. Aye aye boys, aye aye. Hey? Oh, that's a slug inside another slug. This one, give me one more go, Bruce. No, I'm going to put it up. 1, 2. Oh, mate. Oh, God. Perfect. Just give me 2 seconds, please. Let me just go and look at that where it's on. Nice, when I turn the camera, Keith, look, that's my right hand, believe it or not. It's because I switched the camera around. That's my left hand. I just want to quickly run you through some of the stuff. I've just brought some lovely, lovely, lovely guns, and we're just zeroing them in now. So we've got 3 exactly the same, just to see how we're going to get on with them. This one, I've just zeroed in. That is absolutely banging. So I'm going to put these. So this is where, for those that don't know anything about air rifle shooting, what we're doing, we're zeroing the scopes in. With this one here, at 100 yards, 1 click. You've got little tiny clicks there. Click, click, click. 1 click, quarter of an inch at 100 yards. 1 click. So we're just basically putting them on paper, which is that one over there. Just to zero them in. We've got a few other targets out there as well. And these are absolutely fantastic. So I'm shooting a slug. This is just basically getting it on paper to see where we are. So it's all over the place. Bearing in mind, these have never, ever, ever had a slug inside them at all. And that's to make it go left or right. This one on the side, for those that don't know. These are all brand spanking new. So that's the first time they've ever had a shot on them. They're the magazines. Oh, you can go on there, Bruce, now if you like. They're the magazines for them. Let me move that one there. Is it? Oh, look here, that one's ain't done it any good favours. Do us a favour, Bruce. Can you fill that one up with gas if you can? Stick that one on there. So it's the last one that needs doing. That one's bang on. That one's bang on. Might need that re-zero now because it's bleeding dropped it on its side. But that is, let me show you what I'll go on to that in a sec. So that's where I've just basically, on the other one, it's dotting about all over the place just to see exactly where it was. And my ones, there's a little hole there. And basically, I've put a slug inside another slug inside another slug. That was the last 3 shots that I had. And it's just, yeah, so these are obviously just paper, basically. You just slide them in. It's a catcher. So when you shoot through, the pellet goes in and goes into a little catcher in there. And these are all other targets that we got. This is my favouriteest one. That's my favourite one there. We've got absolutely hundreds of these. So this is what we've been doing. We've been maintaining and spraying them up and this, that and the other. And I don't know if this is so... Basically, you shoot through that hole there. And basically, it knocks that down. Okay, but inside, you've got all different size holes. So you can set them, that's a really tiny hole, slightly bigger, even bigger. So the object is to shoot through that way, it knocks that down. And then to reset it, you shoot back up here, through that hole, and it resets it. So they're very simple, but they're great fun. Little targets. So these are the ones we just brought. Bruce's. So we've only literally just taken them out of the packet, and they're all gas guns. So Bruce is just gonna. We've got a compressor that, and it's a compressor, but it's like a diving compressor. Very, very, very expensive. So we fill these dive bottles up, and then you basically just put them in there. And it fills just a little gas chamber in here. Okay, and I think you can have, I don't know, Martin probably know about this. I think, Martin, can you have, I think about 80 shots or something like that off in there. We've got magazines, so these are really heavy duty magazines. And they're like cast alley. And they're 10 shots, so you can get 10 shots in there. Why I chose these guns, so this is for more like corporate stuff. We can hire them off us or whatever on the shooting range. You can only load 1 pellet in there at a time. Most other air rifles, you can just keep loading and it'll just keep putting pellets up the blooming barrel. That's when you have massive problems. The ones I went for this is, the reason I went for this is it's a single loading gun. So you can only load 1 pellet at a time. Could do with one of them for cormorants. It's a Weihrauch one, that's it, thank you. Thank you, Martin. It's the new one. It's the carbine. It's the 110, the latest one they do. They're very, very expensive. They're synthetic stocks. And we've got, so I kind of like it this sort of height, but we've got bipods on all of them. These are the new toys we just got. We just got all brand new scopes and that lot with them, so you can sort of focus them in and stuff like that. But yeah, so Bruce, are you going to zero that other one in, Bruce, when you're done? The other thing that we've been doing, or Bruce has been doing, is we made a bit of a prototype table up here, or Bruce has, and kind of redesigned it. A friend of ours was made a basic design for us, and we've sort of got it an idea of like a picnic table, but basically you can just slide straight in there. And one of the reasons we're making a load of these up, well, Bruce has been working really hard today making them up, because of this social distancing. When we are told we can open the gates whenever that is, it's costing a bloody fortune to do it all, but the first lot we're doing 40 of these tables. We've still got a lot more work to do, and we're still doing still a bit of a prototype, so we're still sort of adjusting it to how we want it to go. But basically we're doing 40 of them, and these are all the bits and pieces we've been cutting out today. So this is all reclaimed wood. I'm a strong believer, or maybe it's because I'm tight. We try and use we try to use a lot of recycled stuff, so I got this at the right money. There's loads and loads of it there. It's all been denailed. There's nothing the matter with it at all. It was stuffing for like staging and buildings and stuff like that. So we've denailed the whole lot. So this has all been cut now down to size, and there's enough there. We've still got about another 250 cuts, but we're going to make 40 of them up. The reason why that is basically is for this social distancing, because they're single modular ones. A lot of rifle places you go to, they're all in a line, you know, right next to each other. Well, so I'm trying to sort of be a bit different and abide to put my own spin on it for the social distancing, and we're making individual ones. So hence, that's why all this timber's in here. This has all been denailed in here. I've got mountains of it. I've got absolutely mountains of it in there. So that is what I've been busy. That's why I'm late doing these Facebook Lives. I know you lot think I'm just playing up here all the time, but all this timber in here, all the way at the top there, that's big barns, but that's all been denailed already for doing these shooting huts. And you can see how much stuff we got. We've had to denail every single one of these boards. There's a lot of work gone into that. So that's sort of kind of the method in my madness. That's why we're doing it. Life's changed, things have changed for you guys, so we've got to go with the flow, and we've got to change our way of thinking up here at Weihrauch Farm. The benches can be put anywhere, they're movable, we can put them anywhere on our shooting ranges. We've got loads of shooting ranges up here, but on, like, for example, a lovely day like today, you don't want to be sitting inside our huts. You need to be social distancing, whatever happens. This is going to be going on for a long time, guys. So that is why we're making these single modular things like that. That's why we're really sort of putting our hearts and souls into it, changing the goalposts, what we normally do up here. And we're sort of, we're trying to, when they give us the green light to go ahead, that's kind of what we're going to be doing. So you can have this. So for example, I mean, this isn't a shooting range, this is obviously the fishing lakes where we are now. We've got an actual HFT course, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. So we're just throwing a couple of targets out here. But that's sort of like the method behind my madness. Obviously, once they've all painted up, they'll look lovely jubbly, as my old Mark Dale boy would say. But it's all about social distance. So you could have one here, one where the orange bucket is, another one up there. We're doing 40 of them, so there's plenty of room for them all to go in. So this is, let's have a look, see what Bruce is doing. So he's just going to try and get it on paper, or to see roughly where it's going to be shooting. So this has never, ever, ever had a pellet through it. It's brand spanking new. It's just still got all the tags and that lot on it there, same as them ones there. But basically, Bruce is a very, very good shot. He's a lot younger than me. That's exactly right, Keith. Bruce, he's just shot a pigeon out of the tree. I'm joking, he didn't. Where's that? Do you want me to get the board, Bruce? There's a white board. Give me a sec then. Just hang on there, mate. I'll just let's get. What we're gonna do is put a white board up, because it's never had a a pellet through it ever, and we've only just put these new scopes on. They're lovely scopes. So a good friend of mine, Martin Hall, who's heavily involved in this up here, basically. I'm too busy. Martin's going to manage the air rifle side of things. We've been doing this up here for over 20 odd years. Over 20 odd years, but it's because I've expanded and doing different bits and pieces. I can't do it all myself now, so we're having to sort of get other people involved. Now, I trust Martin 110%. And he's got the same attitude as me. Maybe a bit better. Maybe not, actually. But anyway, he's got the right sort of attitude that I want. We won't take any nonsense up here. If anyone's acting like a goat, they'll be thrown off. You can't muck about. I have a laugh. I have a joke with stuff. But you cannot, when it comes to safety, I love a beer, don't get me wrong. Bruce loves a beer. But when it comes to guns and safety, that is the most important thing to me, is that. So I'm nicking Alfie's target here. So that's what I want Bruce to try and basically get into that there. Put that back in the old Land Rover. So, because he's just put a new scope and everything on there, it's just firing all over the place. It's probably going a metre off. So I've just nicked Alfie's board. That's from his bow and arrow. So I have got another one for him, bless his heart, but that's for Alfie's bow and arrow. So I've kind of borrowed it a bit. Lockdown in Glasgow, another 3 weeks, old Q-Bob Paul says. I reckon you're right. I'm going to send you a message in a bit. Got some questions for you. How are you, Murren? I was watching well, you weren't actually live, Murren, when you were playing yesterday, but the kids, Cat had two baby slings. No, sorry, Cat had one baby sling on her with Scarlett. Ronnie was asleep and they were both dancing. Scarlett was going mad, absolutely dancing like mad, listening to your music. She loved it, bless her heart. Let's put this on there. I am going to get out of the way. Hiya, Jake. Jake, these are some of the targets I spoke to you about. Just a few. We've got like a fish one there. These are all self-resetting targets. I've kind of discussed it with you before in the past of basically what we're doing. So we've just brought some new, I'll show you, Jake. Jake will be interested in this. So that's what we're trying to get onto paper, onto there. That was one of the rifles, which is bang on. I'll move out the way before Bruce gets shot, shoots me. But Jake, this is what we just brought. If you're still watching. The brand new Weihrauch guns, air rifle, 10 shot, very safe, very, 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 very tasty guns. Very, very tasty. So we just brought a load of these. We're just zeroing them in now. Be interested to know where we're hitting on that, because can you see, Bruce? He hit it. So we'll go through this, chaps. We'll go through this a sec. I just heard a plink. I think that's you there, Bruce, isn't it? Or is that part of the kitchen cabinet? That's you there. So this is what Bruce is trying to aim at, is this target here. Okay, that's his pellet. There. So he needs now to come to the left, probably 4 inches, and come up probably 2 inches on there, guys. I ain't got my glasses on. Don't need them when you've got scopes like this. I just want to show. That's more than enough, I would say, wouldn't you? Mind you, we're not 100 yards. So this is the up one. This is the left to right one. Up and down. You see it? We're really quite close to this, to be fair. The just mind that safety on there, Bruce. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're 15 yards, that's all away from it. Normally, air rifle, you'd zero in at 30 yards, I'd say, about that. So, but I just wanted to get them out, basically, dust them off with a brand new. I've only just got them. Sam's just said, can we use FAC air rifles, or is it just sub 12? Yeah, it's just 12, mate. The targets won't stand for it. We've got lots and lots of other ideas. We've got other areas we can do some other big stuff for the centre fires. We have got another little bit where we can do centre fire stuff and some bigger rifles. But to be honest with you, mate, I just want to concentrate on the air rifles for the time being. Lovely guns though, Sam. Really, really pleased with them. So anyone that's just joined us, I was just saying about these benches. Bruce has made one yesterday. We've still got a bit of work. He's redesigning some ideas that he's put on them. For what we're going to be doing now for our social distancing and that, we're going to make up 40 more benches like that, so we can place them well apart. I don't know about this 2 metre business. I'm not over happy about the 2 metres. Personally, I think we should be further apart. The further apart we are, the better. Hence, that's why we're making all this lot up. There's a hell of a lot of work in here, making them all up. But that's basically, we got a prototype there. I think there's another 280 odd bits we got to cut. And then obviously we've got to put it all together. And then we've got to cut all the plywood to go on it. There will be plywood going on the sides as well. But we're just trying to move with the times, or move forward, more forward. There's no legislation being put out there yet, but it's just a bit of common sense, I think. And I think that's why I can make stuff work on here. Just for example, let's give you an example. For the fishing, it says, about this bloody, whatever they're called. I forget what they're called now. Who are they called? Angling Trust people. They said that it shouldn't be any match fishing and stuff. I agree with them. I'll be honest with you. I kind of agree with them in one breath, in the fact that I don't trust other fisheries. Well, not all fisheries, but there's some fisheries I wouldn't trust. They're just after the money. It ain't all about money. I'm very fortunate that I don't just do the fishing. But for example, I can police this. So with the match fishing, I can do the draw for everyone. Okay, we can do that as whoever organises the matches can have a clipboard. I can pull the numbers out. We can put it all down on paper. No one has to come near each other. I'll put nets on this peg, for example. So, for example, Mark Wilson's watching now. Mark the meat man. If Mark draws, for example, on here, this is peg 6. So if Mark draws peg 6, we do the draw in the morning. Mark, you're on peg 6. Go to peg 6. That's your nets will be there. There'll be a set of 2 nets here, because it's £50 in a net. So so he's got a potential of £100, and there'll be other nets set out. There's a golden I thought I was trying to catch the other day. They'll be there. There'll be a landing net also. They'll be there. So Mark knows he comes to this peg. He carries on his fishing when the whistle goes. When the weigh-in is, the whistle goes. When it's time to weigh in, I will come round with Bruce on the gator and weigh everyone in. You guys don't have to need to go anywhere near each other whatsoever. You can self-distance yourself away. So, for example, that's one peg there. Then you can, let's pace them out. Let's pace them out, guys. So you got a peg here. We're on peg 6 now, okay? So Mark Wilson, he's watching. He's fishing peg 6. To be fair, Mark could probably only get £10 a fish out of here, but that's another story. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 metres to the next peg. Who we got watching now? So we've got young Harry Breeze. Harry Breeze has drawn peg 7 on here. Now Harry would obviously win this match because he's a good angler. So he's on this peg here. Okay, young Harry's feeding here. He's a long way from the next man. Okay, then you come across here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 metres here. Your next man's in here. He's going to fish here. So then you've got another one over here. I'm making a point here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. We're on the next peg. Who you got here fishing here? We've got Mark Alexander. Mark don't fish, really. He does a little bit, but do you get my drift? That's what I'm saying, guys. That's exactly what I'm saying. We've got plenty of room. I can make it work. I personally am really worried that other fisheries won't be, not as sharp as I am, but won't be, money is people's God. I'm very fortunate enough that I do other things. I need money. I'm desperate. We're living off our savings now. The point I'm making is other people aren't as fortunate as me, and it's their sole living, and they need the money. So I don't know whether they'll be as disciplined as I am, but who knows? I don't know. Are you still awake, Steve Payne? Colesy, Steve Payne got confused after the 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying though, guys? We're trying to play the game. I can hear Bruce twanging away. Set me up, Dax. I agree with you. Fishing could easily be kept at safe. It could be, Carl, but I don't know if everyone would adhere to it. That would be mine. That's my problem. If you didn't, what I'm concerned about, for me and my family and all you guys, is that there'll be a massive purge. Everyone will go out. A lot of people will be having socials. A lot of the carp people not tarring everyone with the same brush. What I've found round here, well, not round here because I wouldn't have them up here, but what I've seen with my own eyes, a lot of carp people, the boys, they bivvy up. They like to have a social. I kind of get that. You know, it's a social thing, fishing is. What bothers me is that they'd all be right next to each other, blah-de-blah, and we're going to have problems again. So that's my outlook on it. Go through some of these targets. Good old fishy one there. Got loads of different targets. So Bruce is now... Yeah, look. So you can see where he was, guys. His first one's here. Then he's zeroed it into the left. Another one's there. Then he's gone here. Then he's gone here. Then he's gone here. He's on the money, I reckon. What do you reckon, chaps? He's probably gone down here, here, and now he's a slug inside another slug. So he's bang on. See, lads, dinner's nearly ready. Don't forget the old American saying, you can't fish. No, you can't, Keith. I'm with you on that, mate. So, yeah. Some of these are tasty. Let's see if Bruce can hit one of these. This is a long way up here. He's been hitting that, look. He's knocked that down, self-reset. So basically, you shoot through here, that knocks down, and then you shoot here, through there, and it resets itself. Same as that on here. Shoot that, that comes up and resets. These ones are nice ones. Quite like these ones. This is quite a long way. They've got little tiny spinners on them. Very small targets to hit, really small. And then you've got these ones, you shoot through here. There's a little bell the other side, so you hit it. Very simple, but really good. So there's some more. Let's have a look at the back mechanisms of it. So you shoot that one, come down. There's like a little magnet on here. These are great targets, and these are designed by a chap called Daz from Advanced Targets. These ones. He's currently knocking us a load up for the HFT course that we've got, which is a completely different discipline. I believe it's all on our website. And Martin, or Harry, I'm sure, would like to put it up. What's that, Bruce? Oh, Bruce is going to make the bell ring. Cracking little guns though. I'm well chuffed with these. They've got, it tells you on there the pressure in the rifles. Fantastic. Very, very safe. Single trigger. You've got safety here. Cracking bits of kit. Cracking bits of kit. Gonna hit the bell. Did you hear that, guys? Ding! He got it. Dead-eyed Dick. And again, did you hear that? I'm going to keep quiet this time. Yep. Can you hear it, guys? The ding. I love it. A ding on the ding-a-ling. No, I'm not going to put my phone near it, Bruce, at all. Yeah, it's like one of the old-fashioned telephones. Let me see if... Hang on, Bruce, hang on. I'm going to zoom right in close to it. I'll have to hold the phone. Go on, then. You see it, guys? And the ding, ding, ding. Love it. Good shot, Bruce. You ain't missed it yet. The what, as Bruce?
No, the pellet back of it, the skirt was a bit scruffy. I thought it might have gone off, but that didn't.
Chuff with a Martin. Martin ordered the scopes on my behalf for me with the rails and that lot and the pods. Bruce, show them how the legs go up and down and that. You're out of bullets. I'm just going to show you how the magazines change. So you pull this back. There's a little lever there you have to lift up. They just basically pop out. And then here's one we prepared earlier. Just want to show you something what Bruce is doing. Hang on a sec, Bruce. Basically, there's a 10-shot magazine, and there's a little mark on there. So Bruce always pulls it round to that bit there, so he knows when he's had his 10 shots. When you see that, he's on his 10th shot. So yeah.
You have to remember that's disappeared and it does the last shot. Really, I should put it there.
Right.
So then when it goes
there, you know what? Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you lose sight of it.
So they're a lovely mould grip on there, synthetic stock. It's the Weihrauch. It's the hw110, the brand new ones coming out. We're on rounded ones. So what we've got there, so these are the pellets we're using. Again, it's Weihrauch. The only reason we're using these is because we got them free when we brought the... I twisted the bloke's neck. Neck? His arm. He gave us a load of pellets. He got a few, but he gives a few extras when I brought them. Yeah, I think. Let me put that on here. Here comes Father. Here, Colesy. This one's for you. Look, he's sneaking about. There's the old man, look. On patrol. He's on patrol, guys. If you hear a load of swearing, you'll meet my father. What are they, Bruce? Okay. Let me put that in there. I'm going to try and have a go for the bell. Listen, guys, I said I was going to catch a brown trout tonight. I've been very busy today. I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to go over there with Bruce if I've got time. Maybe grab a couple of beers because it's thirsty work doing this. And see if we can catch one. But don't expect me to jump in the lake. I've had a hard day today if I don't catch one because time is of essence. And I have been very busy today. I've had a haircut as well. Got a dent in me where my sunglasses have been. Look, had a bit of a haircut today. Had a bit of a shave. Trying to impress Cat. Didn't do anything. Didn't work really. But anyway, we are going to go over there and see if we can catch a trout. My mate used it as a Weber temper, so now on again fab tips now and again. Then we ran out of pellets. He used a fag tips to clean the barrel. Hope we catch a brown trout, Dax. If not, it's good time for a swim, guys. I'm a man of my word, but it's cold and I need the time. You've got to give me a bit of time to catch one. I can't just catch one in 5. I've got to try and catch every single rainbow trout in there first. So we might have to adjourn to this tomorrow. I will go over there and have a go, as long as Cat don't call me back. I've been called a lot worse than a gimp before, boys. Right, Clint Eastwood's going to have a go. Up, please.
That means you can fire.
Yeah, thank you. What am I going for?
Go for the barrel.
Hit it.
It will go 1 dash and 1 dot up.
Hit it. Oh. Hit it again. You can actually see the pellet go through it.
So you get it to ring if you're on the, you've got dash and then a dot. Go on the dot.
There you go, boys. Ding, ding. Round 1. Did you hear the ding? Or did you hear the ling? The ding-a-ling. I'm just aiming at the top of the, right at the very top of it, and it's frightening because you've got a lot of drop from there.
So you're on the first dot then.
No, I'm just shooting right at the, where it goes round. I'm shooting at the top of the round. I want to get the old rat if I can.
You might want to adjust
I want to go right at the bottom now. I went right at the bottom and it's... Wow. That is right.
So you want to do a dot up at least.
Yeah. Got it.
Maybe a dash.
Yeah. Two I want to be up. There you go. Yeah, baby. So we can get the... I'm going to try an experiment. I just want to have a look through, see if you guys... Hang on, Bruce. Hang on, mate. I just want to... Be interesting if you can see through here. Don't do that, you dickhead. Let's have a look. That probably won't let me do it because of that. Hang on, I'm going to have to do it at the side. Stay there. I'm going to have to try and do it at the side. So you might have to turn your heads. You might have to try on your heads. Turn your heads. Can't do it anyway. Show me how the... Just, I thought you had the legs up on yours. Try the legs going up, Bruce. So you can have all the leg heights on them as well. Really good bits of kit. Well chuffed. We're going to go and catch a trout in a sec. Meantime, so just what we tried doing was, or what Martin tried doing, was merging the Wild Farm Country Pursuits onto our Wild Farm Fisheries page to merge them both together, but it kind of isn't happening. So what we're going to do, or what we're going to have to do, it's just getting too messy to have two platforms. So we're going to change the we're going to keep the Wild Farm Country Pursuits and just change the name to Wild Farm Fisheries and Country Pursuits. And I'm going to be doing a bit of shooting stuff and a bit of fishing stuff on both of them. I'd like your ideas, guys, if you think it's a good idea or a bad idea. Or do you think we should just keep the fishing one completely separate, so it's fishing, and the Wild Farm Country Pursuit, so it's a bit of absolutely everything? Be interested to know your thoughts on that. I'm actually on the Wild Farm Fisheries one now. Just be interested to know if you guys are interested in any, like, for example, anything that I've just talked about this evening. Or is it just purely fishing that you're interested in? Are you interested in country pursuits? Are you interested in clay pigeon shooting? Are you interested in rifle shooting? Grant Baker, keep them separate. Just out of curiosity, comment, guys, if you can, please. Personally, I think it's just easier for me to have one platform, the same as the website, is basically, it's got everything under one roof, because I had too many things going. I can't control it all. So we've had one person that said keep it separate. Mick Davenport has just said keep everything in one place. I think that's the way forward, guys. I think for me, keep it all. It's just so much work for me. I just think I have not got time. But I'm interested in both. I like shooting, I like fishing. The website I'm chuffed to bits with, thanks to Martin Hall. He's done a fantastic job, and he's out of his comfort zone. Keep both and get two people running it. Fishing for me. Problem is, Andy, you got to pay people to do that, mate, and it's I would like to see them together. So we've got basically 3 people that have said keep them together and 2 people that said separately. It's all interesting. I think it's interesting. All in one, I think. So so at the moment we've got more people saying keep them both. I like to do a bit of both, because I can do a bit of fishing and I can do a bit of shooting. I think so. We're all on the same page pretty much, apart from just a few people that are just totally interested in the shooting. Dad, is Colesy still watching? What? Say hello to Andy Coles. Dad, you can't swear. You're doing live thing. What do you say to Colesy? Go. I don't think Dad realised we were doing a live Facebook thing then, and he did actually swear, so I do apologise for anyone who heard that swear word from my father's mouth. Okay, so we're on the same page, Martin. Read some of these comments, mate. Keep a note of this, because just keep commenting if you think we should keep them under one platform. So we have a fishing page and so it'd be basically Wild Farm Fisheries and Country Pursuits, or keep them separate. My opinion is, Bruce, I'm getting hungry. No, don't shoot that. My opinion is we merge them together and we have one platform for it. Bruce, if we can get these guns away then, and then we'll go and do a bit of fishing, see if we can catch ourselves a trout. I'm very thirsty. Are you thirsty, Bruce? You fancy he's eating a trout? Well, you can have one if you want. So let's have a read some of these comments. Put them both together, and if people are interested, if the only fishing guys don't like the fun, they can leave them. Same with the shooting people. Is watching and likes them. We'll join them together. Find the comments. Match fisherman, but very poorly. Last job working as underkeepers. So I've done most of what you're doing up there. Get on the same page. Tell Ronnie lit up here, asking him. Oh dear, he did swear, John. He did swear. Bruce, we'll tidy these up tomorrow. Just wanted to show you a bit of an insight into some of the stuff we're doing. Obviously, this isn't a shooting range. We're going over to the shooting range in a couple of minutes, guys. So give us, what's the time now, chaps? What's the time? Let me have a look. Be honest with me as well. Don't say it's 8 o'clock, blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah, because it isn't 8 o'clock, blah-de-blah, blah-de-blah. Tell me what the time is, because I am going to sign off. We're going to go and get, oh, I don't really need to sign off. I suppose I could just get the gator out and go over there. Is Bruce still going in the lake? Yes, Bruce is still going in the lake, because I ain't bleeding going in there. $6.15. Right, we're just going to put. I'm going to go and get the gator out, and then I'm going to leave this stuff here tonight. Obviously, put the guns away. I want to go and get some fish. I want to stay. Okay, we're going to set up a few different rods. We're going to put some. So William, he's on the line. William, we are going to try and catch a brown trout. I am going to put. I've got an intermediate line, and Bruce has got a sinking line. I'm going to try one of these boobies. He said, Bruce, did you want a trout? Did you want a trout for the table? Yeah, so Bruce is happy to have a trout for the table. So if one does take it down, you know, right down, he'll eat it. I might have a trout. I might have a barbecue tomorrow and have a trout. Give me a sec, chaps. Oh, that would just be silly, wouldn't it? That would be silly. No one wants to see me go in the water, do they? Surely. You guys wouldn't want to see me jump in the lake, would you? Surely. I tell you what, I think you should raise some money for my Daxbury charity festival if I jump in the lake. But it's starting to get a bit nippy now, guys. You can't expect me to jump in there. Anyway, I'm going to catch a brown trout. William, you haven't sent me a photograph. You haven't sent me a photograph, mate. I've not received one. You might have sent one, but I haven't actually received one. I tell you, you lot are freaking horrible to me. I do all this lot. I've been rushing around like a blue-ass fly. I've been grumpy with Kat today because I've had pressure of bloody doing this Facebook Poxy Live for you lot. I don't gain anything out of it. I think we might have to... I don't know quite what we'll have to do. But I'm very busy, and all you lot want to do is push me in the bloody lake. You buggers. I want to go and tell Kat on you lot. I'm going to tell Kat. You're in trouble now, boys. I'm telling Kat. So I've got 20... Robert Rose, 20 quid if I get naked, Kat. They want me to jump in the lake. What are we having for dinner? Oh, guys. We got chicken tikka masala tonight, baby. We had it last night as well. Kat, I'm going to put you on this thing. You talk to these Herberts, because I can't be doing with them at the moment. They just want me to bloody drown. Well, they do. They just want me to jump in the lake.
Well, I think you've set yourself up for that, because you did jump in it all quite well.
I did jump. I have jumped in the... What's happening here? Yep, I will donate £1,000 only if your wife and Bruce give you a leg and a wing straight in the lake. Right, hang on a second. Yeah, I will donate £1,000 only if your wife and Bruce give you a leg and a wing straight in the lake.
I would happily do that.
Let me get this right. You're going to get... Hang on a second, guys. What if Kat just pushes me in?
Who are you donating it to?
Yeah, you're donating it to. Not naked. Kat.
Hi, Paul.
He's going to give me £1,000. Right, Kat, do me a favour.
Yeah.
Seriously, he said £1,000. Hold that there. Hold that there.
I've got oil all
Well,
over.
he's going to give me £1,000. Get some stuff.
If me and Bruce put you in the lake, not if you just jump
Not
in.
naked, it says. Do you want me to... He said, mate, he just said it. Ask Kat what she thinks. Do 100 laps of your land and we'll raise 30 mil. He just said,
that is a good idea.
he just said, I'll give you £1,000 if your wife and Bruce give you a leg and a wing straight in the lake. What's that mean? What's a
That
leg and a
means
wing?
I hold an arm and Bruce holds a leg, or vice versa, and we swing you.
No, he just said, okay, but if I go in swimming in that lake, he said he'd give me £1,000. He just said that.
No, but it doesn't say that if you just go for a swim, it'll do that. It means if me and Bruce throw you in the lake. So I'm happy to do.
Well, you'd push me in the lake. Go on then, here.
I'll throw you in the lake.
Let me put that there.
And whilst you're in there, there's a little duck that's floating. Can you,
Go on, I'll put that there, and he's going to give me £1,000. And I'm a man of my word with this. Put that on there.
Donations to the Love Boat. Hang on. What does it say? Donations all to the Love Boat Fund. So for, what's it, for the festival?
I want to see all these people that are going to give me money. We could do it to the festival, couldn't they? I'll give you £50 if you get in. There's another 50 quid.
Right, so
Robert said 20 quid if I do it naked.
I think we should do a fundraising page then in that case.
What?
A fundraising page for me and Bruce to sling you in the lake.
No, I like this. Robert Bevans has said £1,000. And I'm just about to take my socks and shoes off. Hold that camera. He's going to give me £1,000. He just said it. Come here. Come here. He said £1,000. I want to know if he's going to do it or not.
Paul Holding says get your money out.
He said £1,000, didn't he? Did he or did he not?
Cue Paul says I put £5, the fish jump out.
Is he going to give me £1,000? You can give it to
Robert
charity,
Bevans, I'm skint now, I ain't at work.
I was just going to do that. No, you can't, mate. See, they've all got the talk and don't do the walk, Alfie.
I tell you who can get in the lake.
Hey.
Oh.
No.
Floating out over there.
What is it?
2 foot, that's the rubber ducky from the bath.
Oh, who threw that in there?
Must be a Scarlet or a Ronnie.
Here, hold that.
So I'll go get a brogie.
Okay.
Yeah, Brogue would be good at picking that up, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you can get Brogue to do it. Alfie, you don't want Daddy to go in there swimming, do you?
Yeah, yes I do, yes.
Right, listen, how much you with? They're not talking money to me, Alfie. I've got 50, I've got 70 quid so far. I put £5. Let me have a look and see how much.
20 days, Daddy.
20 days, what does that mean? Mate, I'm going scrolling back in here. £5.
All of the day. Like, happy time.
Right, £100, people, 10 quid in.
You do it like...
Oh, Robert, you can't get out of it that you said you'd give £1,000. Don't give it the big one with me, mate. I'm telling you. Cat, didn't he say £1,000?
He did say £1,000.
Yeah.
He has then said that he can't afford that because it's not worth.
Well, that ain't my problem. He shouldn't open his mouth, should he? I'll give you a tenner. So, Mark, right. I'm going to do another post on here. Alfie. Please, please, please. You want me to go? What do you want me to get?
Do you want me to go get Brogue to get it?
What do you want me to get, Alfie?
Get Brogue to go get it.
Yeah, 50 quid. There's people that pay money to see me. 50 quid.
Toy out there! You get that toy out there, Daddy! Please!
Right.
You make sure you don't do this
I've
though.
got money on this.
Get money on this. He'll scare the fish. Dax!
What? Adios!
Oh my word. Silly old daddy. Alfie, I thought somebody told me that there was no meat allowed in this lake.
You owe me 70 quid.
Daddy?
Silly old daddy.
Can you look?
There you go, son.
Scared the geese off.
I think Daddy needs a little more help.
Yeah, I think we might need to change the camera around so we don't see Daddy getting out of the lake. Because I don't think anybody wants to see that really.
Pass me that phone, quick. Give me that phone.
Can you please, Daddy?
Alfie, a good rabbit never gives up. You owe me 70 quid, mate, whoever said that.
Please, can you do it?
I'll do it in a minute, Alfie. Right, guys. We're going live half an hour. I'm going to catch myself a brown trout. I'm a man of my word. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm going to catch a brown trout. See you in half an hour.